Hello students, myself Professor Sachin Dorugade, and today we are going to discuss about biology. So let us begin with the word biology itself. What does the word biology means? Actually the word biology has been derived from two Greek words, bios and logos, where bios means life and logos means to study. Therefore, we can say biology means study of life, or we can say biology means study of living organisms. So, all different types of living organisms from bacteria, plants, animals, fungi, all living organisms are studied under a branch of science which is called as biology. But what are living organisms? What are the properties of living organisms? That is what we are going to find in this lecture. So the learning objectives of this lecture would be to find out some important properties of living organisms and to categorize these properties as defining and non-defining. So here we will be studying the properties of living organism, and whatever properties we get, we will try to categorize them as a defining property or a non-defining property. For that, we need to first know what is a defining property. What property do we call as a defining property? A defining property should be present in all the living organisms is the first criterion, and the second criterion is it should not be present in any non-living organisms. मतलब डिफाइनिंग प्रॉपर्टी किसे कहेंगे? जो सब लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म में होनी ही चाहिए ये प्रॉपर्टी, एंड किसी भी नॉन लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म में ये प्रॉपर्टी नहीं होनी चाहिए. ओनली दैट प्रॉपर्टी कैन बी कॉल्ड एज अ डिफाइनिंग प्रॉपर्टी. Okay, the first property of living organism is growth. What is growth? The process of increase in size, shape or mass of an organism is called as growth, right? Right from the time after we are born, we were increasing in size, shape and mass, and that is what we were growing. So increase in size, shape or mass of an organism is called as growth. But there are some unicellular organisms like bacteria. They do not increase in size, but they increase in number. And in such organisms, such unicellular organisms, increase in number of cells is considered as growth. So in unicellular organisms, that means in single celled organisms, जो organisms एक cell के बने होते हैं, उनमें increase in number of cell is considered as growth. Now, the next question, is growth the defining property? Growth is seen in all the living organisms, that is for sure. But do some non-living organisms or non-living things grow? What do you think? Yes, there are some non-living organisms which can grow. And you can see on your screen some non-living things which can grow. Boulders and sand mounds. Boulders मतलब rocks and sand mounds मतलब जो sand के heaps होते हैं, रेत के ढेर, उनको हम लोग बोलते हैं सैंड मोन्स. अभी इनके ऊपर जब और मटेरियल कलेक्ट होता है, दे डू ग्रो, देयर साइज डू इंक्रीज. ऑब्वियसली बोल्डर्स जो होते हैं, दे टेक अ लॉन्ग टाइम फॉर देयर ग्रोथ, हंड्रेड्स ऑफ ईयर. सैंड मोन्स तो इफ यू पुट मोर सैंड ऑन इट, इट विल ग्रो. So they show increase in size and shape. So they do grow. But the growth in non-living things is false growth, because it is just because of accumulation of some substance externally. Externally उनके बॉडी के ऊपर, उनके सरफेस के ऊपर कुछ सरफेस के ऊपर सब्सटेंस जमा होता है, एंड दैट इज़ वाई दे ग्रो. एक्चुअल ग्रोथ जो होता है, जो लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म का, इट अकर्स फ्रॉम विद इन, inside the cell the growth takes place. So obviously non living organism में जो growth हो रहा है, that is a false growth, but still they can show growth. Now can we call this as a defining property? If you remember, defining property should not be present in any non living organisms, but as some non living organisms show growth, growth is not a defining property. Next property is reproduction. Now what is reproduction? The ability of an organism to give rise to a new individual of its own kind is called as reproduction. खुद के जैसा एक और ऑर्गेनिज्म बनाने का कैपेसिटी इज कॉल्ड एज रिप्रोडक्शन. रिप्रोडक्शन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर कंटिन्यूएशन ऑफ लाइफ. नाउ, is reproduction a defining property? What do you think? Can all living organisms reproduce? No. There are some living organisms which cannot reproduce. Which are those? Worker bees and mule cannot reproduce. वर्कर बीज मतलब जो हनी बीज होते हैं, हनी कलेक्ट करने वाले जो बीज होते हैं उनको वर्कर बीज बोलते हैं, वो रिप्रोड्यूस नहीं कर सकते. म्यूल. Now what is mule? Mule is an animal which is formed by crossing of horse and donkey. हॉर्स एंड डोंकी के क्रॉस से जो नया ऑर्गेनिज्म बनता है उसको हम लोग बोलते हैं म्यूल. म्यूल कैन नॉट रिप्रोड्यूस. एक म्यूल दूसरे म्यूल को प्रोड्यूस नहीं कर सकता है. दैट मीन्स म्यूल कैन नॉट रिप्रोड्यूस. वर्कर बीज कैन नॉट रिप्रोड्यूस. नाउ what can be said? Is reproduction a defining property? If you remember, a defining property should be present in all the living organisms. But as some living organisms cannot reproduce, reproduction is not a defining property. So just because some living organisms do not reproduce or they cannot reproduce, we cannot take reproduction as a defining property. Next property of the living organism is metabolism. Now what is metabolism? For that we need to understand what is life made up of. Life or living organisms are made up of cell. Cell is made up of chemicals, and inside the cell there are many chemical reactions which are taking place. And all such reactions which are taking place inside the cell or inside the body are called as metabolism. सेल के अंदर होने वाले जो रिएक्शंस होते हैं उनको हम लोग बोलते हैं मेटाबॉलिज्म. अभी मेटाबॉलिज्म से क्या फ़ायदा होता है? बिकॉज ऑफ मेटाबॉलिज्म वी गेट एनर्जी, new compounds are formed inside the cell. So metabolism is very very important for our survival because we acquire energy through metabolism. Now is metabolism a defining property? Now we said living organisms are made up of cell. Cell है तो metabolism उसमें पक्का होगा. That means all living organisms will metabolize. Non-living organisms do not have cell. That means they will not metabolize. So what can be said? Is metabolism a defining property? Metabolism occurs in all living organisms and is absent in non-living organisms. Hence we can say that metabolism is a defining property of all living organisms. Next property we have is response to stimuli. Now what is response to stimuli? First we will understand what is a stimulus and then we will understand what is the response. A change in the environment is stimulus. The reaction of the organism to the change is response. For example, when the temperature around you in the environment increases, it is stimulus. You start sweating is your response. So आपका जो रिएक्शन होता है आपके एनवायरनमेंट के चेंजेस को उसको बोलते हैं response to stimuli. Now is response to stimuli important? Yes, it is very very important because it increases our fitness of survival. If we don't respond to stimulus, an organism can die. If the temperature around you increases and if you don't sweat, your body temperature will increase and the person can die. So responding to the stimulus is very 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 essential for our survival. One more thing you need to remember, all the organisms from prokaryotes means bacteria, to the most complex eukaryotes मतलब higher organisms like plants and animals, can sense and respond to the environmental stimuli. मतलब सब organisms environment को sense करके उसको respond कर सकते हैं. And all of us are aware of our surrounding. अगर हम लोग aware नहीं होंगे, there are chances कि हम लोग को harm हो सकता है. So that is why we have to be aware. We have to keep on sensing what is happening around us and we have to keep on responding. So what did we understood in this particular part? कि all the living organisms have to respond to their surrounding stimuli. Otherwise they would be harmed. So as all the living organisms respond to stimulus or stimuli, response to stimuli can be said to be a defining property. So we got one more defining property, which is a response to stimuli. Okay, we had two learning objectives. Now we will talk about what did we study in this part and what are the learning outcomes. The first objective was to study the properties of living organisms. So we studied four important properties of living organism: growth, reproduction, metabolism, and response to stimuli. The second objective was to categorize the properties as defining and non-defining. So we understood during this lecture that growth and reproduction are non-defining, and metabolism and response to stimuli are defining properties of living organism. And that is all about this lecture. Thank you.